Still got to make it back to America. We got 1,000 miles to drive. We got 20 days to do it. I don't know if it's going to be 1 video, 2 videos, 4 videos. It's probably going to be 2, but stay tuned because we're going to see if we can make it back out of here.
Yeah, hopefully.
We're Doug and Jessica, and together we make McCards on the Move. We're traveling full-time in our travel trailer, currently through Baja, Mexico. In this video, we have some struggles as we make our way from Cabo San Lucas all the way up to the U.S. border. From tight places to protestors, it was quite the journey.
First stop on our trip back to the U.S. We stopped here to dump and fill on our way down, so we remembered it. Pretty nice little campground. It's called Baja Surprise, and maybe it's Baja Sunrise. I don't know, whatever. They're full hookups. They got 30 amp electric, which is actually decent electric here. Water and sewer, as you can see. The cheaper lots are these up front, which aren't that great, but they're 800 pesos, which is the most expensive place we've stayed at here in Baja. And it's actually Baja Sunrise. But they have water, electric, and sewer, and I can do the laundry here. So we're gonna stay here one night on our way through, get all that done, and I'll show you the other sites up here. They're a little nicer. You get closer to the beach. They got a little bit of decorations and stuff, but it's 800 for where we're at, 900 for these rows right here, and then 1,000 for the ones that are right on the water over there. All right, day one, we traveled about 67 miles, and it took 4 hours. About an hour of that was the nasty road that we were parked on for camping, and then we stopped at the store and picked up groceries and stuff like that. And then it's just, these roads are slow, so it is what it is. Today,
I gotta tell you, I timed it just to get down the 3.6 mile road that we were camped on. Took over 40 minutes.
There you go. So today, I've got 2 options. Depends on how long I feel like driving, but our first option is 212 miles away, and our second option is right at 300 miles away. Well, 300 miles is normally a long day for us on good roads, so chances are we'll probably stop at the 212, because that'll probably take us 6 or 7 hours, but we'll see what happens. Well, we made it to La Paz, first stop of our journey today. 67 miles, only took us 2 hours and 22 minutes. We have another 143 miles to go to get to the first area that I was thinking about camping at, and then we'll decide if we want to keep going or not. So, not too bad. The roads have been good. That section that goes from La Paz down to Cabo San Lucas is actually pretty smooth until you get close to La Paz. Then it gets a little bumpy, but
A little?
I mean, if you're in a car, it's not bad. It's because we're pulling the trailers. But it's so funny to watch her try to click on something when we're bouncing on those roads. Maybe I'll get a little clip on it later and show you guys. Well, Jessica's still in there working. I'm trying to get the trailer set up. We decided not to stay at that campground that was in town. Nobody ever showed up, and we were looking around. We said, forget it. I noticed there was a little beach up the road. So 8 hours into the drive, about 240 miles, we've made it to Playa Juncalito or something like that. It's kind of like a national park or federal park or state park or something like that. You can see a few little things there. I got a whole bunch of birds. I've seen fish and stuff. Got kind of a rocky beach. You see a few people down in there. We're up on this little rocky patch here. Hopefully it's not too loose. But yeah, I think it's going to be a good spot. We'll stay here for a few days and see what we think. Well, disaster strikes.
Well,
One of those things. We are packing up here, getting ready to leave the spot here just south of Laredo that we're camping at. It's been a really nice spot. It's been pretty quiet. We've seen dolphins. We've seen the pelicans going crazy.
lots of fish.
All kinds of fish in the water. It's been nice and calm. It's been a really good place.
Yeah.
But we got to keep heading north so we can get out of Baja here. And we got up this morning and had a flat tire. So I got the pump. Right now, filling it up. Hopefully it was just a slow leak or something, and maybe a nailer. I don't know. We'll see. I'll get some air in it and see if it's leaking, and then we'll go from there.
Yeah. I hope it's nothing bad. I hope we can get back to the U.S. before we have to replace this tire.
Yeah, if not, we're 20 minutes out of Laredo right now, so it's a good place as any to get a tire for that.
That's true.
Well, as y'all know, when you're camping off grid for several days in a row, you build up some excess waste. You got to get rid of it. So we're at a dump station slash water station here. It's actually the same campground that we were at, Romanita, just outside of La Paz. Nice little campground. He doesn't charge very much. I mean, you can come here and dump and fill up your water for like 150 pesos. And he has an honor system box. You just drop the money in the box after you fill up, and off you go. So we're getting water. You can see I'm filling my tanks there and emptying out the other tanks. And then we're going to head on to another nice beach spot. Some of these gas stations are tight. I probably should have dropped the trailer before I pulled in. Look how close I am to hitting the wall here. I just barely made it in. And then I got to figure out how to get out. Well, when we were up in this area before, we stayed at Playa Juncalito. And this is Playa El Resquion. Maybe it's just El Resquion or something like that. I don't know. I can never say these words. I'm horrible. So here you go. Small little area. Not quite as big as the other, but still pretty good. But the beaches here are pretty amazing. You've got a bay over here, and then you've got another bay over there. And you can see between these gazebos here, it's pretty tight. We only had a couple inches to spare, but managed to squeeze it in there, and we're going to stay here for a couple of days and then keep heading north. Pretty cool beach we're at here. We've got two bays, this one over here and this one over here. You got two rows of campers coming around, and it's neat because you have an island out here. I'm gonna walk over there and show you that you can get to when the tide is low. You can get to it without even getting your feet wet, but as the tide comes in, the sandbar gets covered by water, so then you can wade through, but then it never really gets more than about waist deep, so it's not too bad. Right now, I'd say about 3/4 of it is exposed, so you can almost make it over there. See right there? A little stretch of sand right there that's covered with water, then the rest of it, you could walk all the way across. And then you get out to that island. Pretty nice place here. 350 pesos per night. Well, another beautiful morning here. We are packing up, about to leave out. Got a 200-mile journey today. We are planning on going all the way up to Gonzaga Bay. We're going to stay there just one night and then head on up. I'm not sure where after that, but another 200 miles or so. And we'll show you what that looks like when we get there. But you can see I got the pump going again. Still trying to figure out this tire. I've spun it around, looked at it. Can't seem to find where the leak's coming from. but we'll have to replace this thing pretty soon. All right, so we were heading down the road here, and I've had this slow leak that I've been doing for a while. I found this roadside tire shop. Barely anything in the area, but we got a nice tire shop here. So stopped by, he stuck it in his tub of water, found a little leak, in the process of fixing it. So at least I won't have to worry about that anymore. So it looks like they're having a protest here, and they're blocking the main road. There's Interstate 1, which is really the only way to get up and down this peninsula. And they've decided to, for the workers, they're trying to protest. I'm not 100% sure what it's all about, but he said that they open it up for 5 minutes every 30 minutes. So here you go. I guess we're going to be sitting here for a while. I understand protesting, and I understand being peaceful, and they are being peaceful, so that's good. I just don't get the blocking the road. Stand on the side of the road, hold your picket signs, but this is the only way to get up and down this peninsula. So sitting here blocking it the way they are, I think police should step in and move them out of the way. But there is literally no police presence here whatsoever. It's just the community sitting in chairs with a tent popped up and some caution signs across the road, not letting you by.
I feel like
So-
I just saw a federale.
I do see some police now showing up. They just now showing up. So maybe they're going to clear them out. I don't know. We'll see what happens. It's 30 minutes, and then they're going to start letting people go through it. But you can see we got all these semis backed up. There is a small way around, but it's very, very tight, very difficult to get through. And for us big rigs, we can't do it. So you see they got it all blocked off here. Protesting for more pay. They've been offered 3% more. They're not accepting that. They want more. So apparently they've been doing this for about a week, and they're going to keep doing it until they get their raise. You can see on the other side over there, they're doing the same thing. So they're blocking north and southbound traffic to keep you from being able to go through town. Hopefully they get it resolved fast. Looks like they're clearing out, so maybe they're going to open the road for us. You see them all moving out of the way, taking down their protest stuff. I don't know if they're finishing it for the day or if they're just, going to open the road for a little while and then close it back off or what. But hopefully we get moving through here and away from this area so we don't have to worry about it again.
Rolling down the highway, sun setting low. Got the rig packed up, and we're ready to go. The open road's calling, can't let it wait. Adventure's in our blood, and we won't be late. McCards on the move, we are coming your way. Looking for a good place to stay. From mountain trails to a quiet desert base, we hike, we bike, but one wheel's all the way.
Good morning. Well, after 8 hours of driving, we finally made it the 200 miles that we were driving yesterday. I was just too tired to film. I didn't get around to it, but yeah, we made it to this little campground. It's the Remo. They have like a deli, and they do some tours with whales and stuff like that. But we're not planning on doing anything like that. This was just a quick overnight. If you come here, these spots here, you can see they're pretty short. They'll work fine for vans or small trailers or something like that. It's just not a lot of room. This whole thing's pretty tight. The back rows are a little bit bigger, as you can see. But, it's a stopover. They've got electricity, which we didn't use because it looks pretty sketch. They've got water, but they tell you not to fill your tanks because the town is on a water shortage. And then they've got sewers. So we were able to take our showers and stuff like that. We'll figure out something for water. We actually have some, so I think we're probably okay. because we're only going to stay a couple days at the next spot, and then we're going to be working our way out. So talk to you soon. All right, all packed up here at Guerrero Negro. Got about a 160-mile drive to get to La Palma, which is, I don't know, maybe an hour south of San Felipe. So that'll be our last beach stop. We'll have one more stop after that, just before the border, just so we'll be close, and then we'll be out of here. I don't know, we might stay a couple days there. We'll see what it's like and make a decision from there.
Yeah.
But on the road again.
That's the plan.
Yeah, you know, our plans are pretty loose. You know, as long as we're back by April 10th, and it's now the 29th of March, so we got time. No big deal.
Yeah, we'll just see how it is. If it's crowded, you know, we don't really like it when it's crowded and all that.
Yeah, it's big party week, so it might be one of those things where we get there and leave. Who knows? Yeah,
hopefully not.
Hopefully we don't get stuck again.
Dude. Don't say that until we're back in the States and we can get those things off of E-Trailer.
Yeah, I guess we should have got some Max Tracks. Oh well. All right, we've officially made it to Baja from Baja Sur. We just crossed the border crossing. Unlike going the other direction, they hit you up for 20, 50, 100 pesos, whatever they feel like at the time, to spray some fog on the bottom of your RV.
To keep down for insects.
For insects, I guess. I don't know.
That's what they say.
But anyway, heading northbound, they don't stop you at all. They just, you know, you head right on through and do your thing.
Leave us through. Now the question is going to be, what time is it? Because I know that closer to the border, they follow the time change that like the U.S. does. I don't know if that's true for all of Baja California. It is not true for Baja California Sur. So now I don't know if I'm 2 hours behind my employer or 3 hours behind my employer. So we'll have to figure that out.
Yeah, we'll be able to figure it out soon enough. Right now the clock still says 9:30, so it hasn't changed yet. But I do remember it changed somewhere in this general vicinity last time.
There you go. Bienvenidos.
Here, let me get you the sign.
Welcome to the state.
That little campground I just showed you off to the side there was the one we stayed at on the way down, if you want to call it a campground. It had 4 spots and a kind of a hotel. All right, I missed it on the way up, but I wasn't going to miss it coming back down. I remember 25 years ago when I did the Baja 1000 a couple of times, we came across this place after being in the middle of nowhere forever called Coco's Corner. There was a guy, he had a little stand set up where he gave Cokes, you know, you could buy Cokes and stuff, and he had a logbook in there that everybody would sign. So all the greatest racers that have done the Baja 1000 years and years and years have stopped by Coco's Corners. They've left their sticker, they've signed the book, and they've been here. It's not much, it's just a little building. But since Coco, I guess, recently died himself, and another gentleman has taken over the role of manning Coco's Corner. But let's check it out. You can see all the stickers. Ah, rice and beans. We took their boat down there. You got a bunch of underwear up here on the roof. Marilyn Monroe. It's a little ways down there, so I don't know if you can see it, but I think it's kind of cool that Coco's Memorial has a quad racer on it. Since that's what I did, I was a quad racer when I did the Baja 1000. It's kind of neat to see that on his sign. All right, that was a pretty good drive day there. 152 miles, only took us 4 hours and 45 minutes. And we are on a pretty good beach, almost by ourselves here. It's called La Palma. And we are just a little bit south of San Felipe and a little north of Papa Fernando's that we stayed at before. And it looks like it's going to be a pretty good spot. What do you think, babe?
I like it. I like it.
Hopefully we don't get messed with here. I heard it was okay to go here, and this is supposed to be free. The little beach you see right up the way there, they got palapas and stuff, and it's like $200 a night, but we don't like being around people, so we're hoping we don't get harassed here. Well, after another 3-hour drive, we've made it here to Rancho Mill. It's not a beach spot, but I would say that this is about as good as you get if you're not at the beach. We're right along the river here, parked right next to it. Got a nice wide open space. Got a porta potty there, a little gazebo. He charges 400 pesos and does have a dump station. Pretty good spot. We're about 45 minutes away from the border. So tomorrow we will be crossing the border and heading back into the USA. Well, our camp host gave us some directions to follow rather than using Google, because Google takes you the wrong way. And his directions seemed to be pretty good. I mean, it was very accurate, easy things to follow. It was like a lot of road side markers and stuff rather than just the street names.
Yes.
We've made it. We're in the Centuries and Autos lane, which is, I guess,
the camiones.
The camiones.
Y autos lane. Century is for the pre-approval people.
Yeah, that's right. That's right. Yeah, we're in the bus and autos. So it's supposedly the lane for the bigger vehicles like what we got. And you can see there's a little line. I don't know how far this goes, but, you know, we're like right when you pull off the highway here. So hopefully it's not too long. We'll find out.
According to AI, the current wait time is 5 to 15 minutes. So we'll see.
Well, hopefully they wave us right through and we don't have to go through all the inspections, but that's not our luck. They're going to pull us over and they're going to go through everything. So
yep.
It's all good. Well, it's been about an hour. We're still sitting here in line.
According to the GPS, we still have 31 minutes to go 9 miles. So
yeah, most of that's going to be sitting here. But we're getting closer. I think I can see the transition spot, but I'm not 100% sure. We got to get around this corner here.
Yeah, we'll see.
I believe this is the official border right here. As you can see, that little brown spot right there, that's the wall right there. And then we go on up, I guess, through customs for America.
Yeah, you see them. It looks like they're checking some people right here that are walking across.
Yeah, you see the walkers right here. Just over 2 hours and we're just, 4 cars away. Well, they did not send us to secondary inspection. Just asked a couple of questions. So that's a good thing. We're still kind of making our way down the alley here to get out. It's very narrow and they've got like 12 speed bumps. So they make sure that you don't go very fast getting out of here. But from here, we head over to our storage unit and pick up the stuff we left there. And then we're off to Temecula, California, and get to hang out with some friends and do some Momo riding.
And working.
And working. My poor babe. She just works and works and works. Look at her right there. Look, she's working. We're crossing the border, and she's sitting there working. Sometimes I feel bad for her, but I do appreciate the fact that she keeps us in health insurance and money.
Yes, it's good.
So
I appreciate that I have a job that lets us do it. So
works out pretty good.
Yeah, and I get to relax on the weekends. So
making up for all those years that she was out partying all summer long while teaching, and I was working like a slave.
True. Facts are facts.
Well, that about wraps up our Baja trip.
Rolling down the highway, sunset and low.
See ya.
Got the rig packed up, and we're ready to go. The open road's calling, can't let it wait. Adventure's in our blood and we won't be late. McCards on the move, we are coming your way.